coming up on Good Morning Texas.
Tips on how to avoid getting the flu.
Eco-friendly t-shirts.
And we talk to students about their cooking skills.
Some more coming up on Good Morning Texas.
Good morning, Texas. It's Wednesday, February 7th. I'm Jaewon Yu.
And I'm David Rubin. Thanks for joining GMTX on this Wednesday morning.
And I'm Sally Sia, and I'll be joining this morning as well.
It's the first episode. It's the first show of this semester. Did y'all have any problems getting up this morning?
Absolutely. I was a little late, so.
Yeah, it was tough. It was like a cold day, perfect to sleep in. I did not want to get up this morning. And everybody in studio is so happy to be here too, believe me. So even though it was tough to get up, everybody is happy to be here.
Yeah, all smiles here.
All smiles, for real. And did y'all get any sleep last night? Because I know a lot of the times whenever we do shows and whenever we're not prepared, we end up sometimes not sleeping at all. I slept like 4 hours, honestly.
Yeah, same, because at night I'm like, oh my God, it's the show tomorrow, and then I think about it, and then I can't sleep.
Yikes.
I was about the same. It's that point in the semester, it starts to get busy and you have so much work to do and your mind's racing all hours of the night, so.
True.
It's rough.
We really do need to start taking better care of ourselves because flu season is at an all-time high. So be sure you're washing your hands and taking your vitamin C. The Center for Disease Control said this year's flu season is the worst in nearly a decade, and its effects are showing on the UT campus. University Health Services reports say that 133 students were diagnosed with the flu last week, up to just from 7 at the start of the flu season, which means we should all know how to avoid getting sick. According to the University Health Services, the best way to keep yourself from catching the flu is to get your flu shots and staying away from people who already have the flu and washing your hands thoroughly throughout the day. Here's Nurse Director of UHS, Kathy Mosterley, giving those who are already sick some tips on how to recover. And some of those tips would be to also take your chicken noodle soup, make your chicken noodle soup. All those home remedies also work. And she's also really heavily emphasized on the fact that you need to get your vaccines. Some people say that this year, I guess, that vaccines aren't really working very well. Have you guys heard about that?
Yes. Only
Yeah.
like 20% or so. I'm just throwing out numbers. But I mean, like, I heard a very small amount of numbers actually the vaccine works.
Yeah, she said, but though they are, let's say, less effective, that the people who do take the shots, they get less sick than the people who didn't take the shots at all. So it's best to get your flu shots, people, and also just to stay isolated. She really emphasized that. Stay on your own, don't go out and infect other people, she would say. So get lots of rest, Longhorns, and make sure to really take care of yourselves.
Agreed.
And you also went out to a t-shirt lab, right?
I did. So an environmental friendly way to produce t-shirts is now available in West Campus. Austin T-Shirt Lab is now open and doing their part to go green. I had the chance earlier this week to check out the new shop. And I gotta say, that was probably the coolest t-shirt place I had been to in my life.
Really?
Because when you think of a t-shirt place, you always think of like this dark room with somebody like printing t-shirts, but it was a very modern concept, and the owner, Alan Carey, he was so great. And what's very interesting about this place is they actually make their t-shirts out of recycled water bottles and other post-consumer waste. So it's environmental friendly, and it's very customizable. And when I was in there taping the interview, it actually, we got interrupted like 4 times by people coming in. So business is booming already. For the Austin T-Shirt Lab, their grand opening is on the 17th, where they will have giveaways and other promotions for potential new shoppers. We don't know for sure yet what they're doing for the 17th. At first they said a crawfish boil. We'll see if that works out.
Nice.
They were talking about live music, but they're not sure yet, so you got to follow them on Facebook or their website to find out more about that.
I see. Who knew? Plastic water bottle t-shirts. How do those feel, actually?
Actually, they were very soft, I would say.
Who knew?
It was
Yeah,
just
I
like
would've
cotton.
been.
It was just like cotton. You would never know you were wearing somebody's drink.
And is it on campus? Like, where is it?
So it's located on 24th, right next to the Smoothie King. So very close proximity, walking distance, only about 2-3 minutes from where we are here in HSM. So really close to campus, and they're doing their part to really get students, organizations involved. They're doing shirts for a lot of fraternities and sororities for upcoming events like that. So they really place an emphasis on the students here.
I see. Well, that was some really cool and surprising news. There was another surprising thing that I learned from what Sally did. What did you do, Sally?
So we were doing some reporting, and only 1/3 of us college students know how to boil an egg. So some reporters and I went out and asked some UT students if they actually knew how to boil an egg, and actually a surprising amount of students just had no idea. Some people were just straight up like, no, I don't know. Some people were like, oh yeah, I know, it's 20 minutes, it's
20
5
minutes.
minutes. The correct time is 12 minutes for hard-boiled and 6 to 8 for soft-boiled. But I was very surprised at how many students just had no idea, you know?
I would be one of them.
Yeah.
I would have been. Yeah.
So you'll be a part of that statistic.
I am a part of that statistic.
Yeah.
I wear it with pride.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Alicia with today's top stories.
And we'll take a look at this week's weather forecast as well.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning Texas.
Tia's running all of the studio. We're back with her now. She is in our news and weather center. What's the latest in the news, Sally?
The world's most powerful rocket launched by a private company raced into space successfully yesterday. The new rocket called Falcon Heavy took off on its first attempt from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida by rocket firm SpaceX. SpaceX is run by billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk, who also founded Tesla. A red Tesla sports car was carried on board the rocket with a mannequin wearing a SpaceX spacesuit strapped in. The sports car is projected to orbit the sun for hundreds of millions of years. Following the successful launch, Musk hopes to launch an even bigger rocket to send people to Mars in the mid-2020s. Yesterday, Governor Greg Abbott proposed new policies to address sexual misconduct in Texas. The proposals are in response to the rise in sexual assault reports that were prompted by the Me Too movement. The plan, which is called Preventing Crime, Protecting Texans, Punishing Criminals, includes 13 different recommendations. Abbott plans to allocate $22 million to the Department of Public Safety to train new squads to investigate human trafficking. The governor also wants to create a do not hire registry to block any adults or teachers with records of illegal relationships with minors from working in schools. Many of Abbott's proposals still require approval by the state legislature. Researchers at the Stanford University School of Medicine say they have some breakthrough results in a cancer vaccine they have been developing. The vaccine eliminated tumors in 87 out of 90 mice that were injected. Researchers saw drastic results after injecting 2 small agents into solid tumors in the mice, with all the traces of cancer completely eliminated. The success of this vaccine could lead to relatively inexpensive cancer therapy. Researchers are currently looking for lymphoma patients to test this technique on.
All right, thank you very much, Sally.
Well, who knew about, well, SpaceX, I'm pretty sure a lot of people knew about it.
Well,
but
I actually didn't yesterday. When people kept talking about Elon Musk, I thought they were talking about like a clone. You know, the Musk, the
David.
clone, I didn't know. I had no idea. Now I know. I was informed. Twitter told me. People were like, you really don't know what that is? No, I don't. But now I do.
Did you get to watch the launch?
No. I didn't even know
No.
it was happening until after the fact, honestly.
Well, there's a sports car orbiting around the Earth somewhere in space, and it'll be there for years and years from what it says. Yeah,
That's actually really good.
it's very interesting.
It is, it is.
Okay, well, how's the weather looking, Sally?
Thanks, Jayon and David. We got a sudden cold front coming early this week, and not only that, but there may be more rain. As you walk to class this morning, you may want to wear a raincoat as you'll be greeted with a chilly air as you walk out the door. As for the next few days, the weather may be a little inconsistent, but as the week continues on, we will see temperatures rise slowly and the sun may even begin to shine. If you're walking around campus when the sun sets, make sure you dress warm on your walks home because the low will drop to 35 tonight. Into the late morning and early afternoon today, it will mostly be cloudy with a high near 46 and winds up to 20 miles per hour. But later tonight, as the sun goes down, the lows will drop to a low of 35 degrees. Throughout today, there will be a 50% chance of showers, so make sure you pack an umbrella. Hopefully, we will start to see things warm up again tomorrow like normal Texas weather, with a high of 57 and clear skies. Temperatures will dip down into the high 40s tomorrow night, though with the low 44. On Friday, highs will rise even more with a refreshing high of 66 and 20% of showers during the day. Into Friday night, The low will be 51 with a 40% chance of rain. Expect similar temperatures on Saturday as it may begin to even get warmer during the day with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s. We will see the chances of rain get lower throughout the weekend. So thankfully the sun will start to shine as the week goes on and take us out of these cold, rainy days. So as you settle into early February, you'll begin to see warm weather with a breeze when the sun is out and cold temperatures into the night. Be ready at any moment for a light rain, Longhorns, but hold out for the weekend. That's all from the News and Weather Center. I'm Sally Seo. Back to you two.
All right, thank you very much, Sally.
I'm so glad that the weather's going to be clearing up and that it's going to get warmer. I just want it to feel like Texas again. I
think
swear.
like we need a good medium. I'm not ready for like the 90-degree weather yet.
Oh,
but
90s, no. I just want it to be 70s, like
that would be
spring
perfect.
weather.
It should just
That's,
stay
like,
that
the
way
perfect
year-round.
weather. That'd be
We'll just change it.
ideal, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's just change it for real. Okay, don't go anywhere. We got some music coming your way next.
Stay tuned for more Good Morning Texas.
Welcome back to Good Morning Texas. We're here with Maria Tangarova, the president of UTalent Records, UT's very own record label. And we also have Julian Max with us, a signed artist at UTalent, and Spencer Forbes, a label management chair. Thank y'all so much for coming out this morning.
Well, thanks for having us.
All right, so how did this whole company get started?
Yeah, so I think I can speak a little bit about that. We started officially last semester. And the reason why I kind of founded this org is because I knew there's so much talent at UT, but a lot of these artists didn't have the resources that they needed, like business skills that they needed in order to market themselves or produce themselves. So I decided, you know, let's start a record label where people could use that as a funnel to go into the entertainment industry, and it's grown immensely so far, I would say.
Oh, is it run by students?
Yeah, so it's run by students for students, and this semester we've added a lot of new positions in terms of the management. For example, Spencer right here is our new management chair, and then Julian is a signing artist from last semester, so it's grown a lot.
I see.
Yeah.
So what majors tend to usually kind of start helping out, or like is it open to any major?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the special thing about UTalent is so many different types of people gravitate towards it. So I'm a sport management major.
Oh,
and
really?
I know there's so many people from Macomb, so many people from Moody. It's a really nice selection of people that you really wouldn't find in any other place.
Okay. So how many artists have y'all signed?
So right now we have 6. Spencer and the management director are gonna have a fun time juggling everybody's folders, but it's 6 now, and then we're gonna have auditions starting next semester.
Do y'all publicize in what kind of way? How do people know that they can sign up for y'all's records? Artists, anyone who's interested?
How did you guys find out? I think
Well-
I like walked up to Julian on the street. How about you, Spencer?
For me, it's funny because one of my friends, they followed UTalent on Facebook, and they sent me a screenshot the day before the first meeting, and then like I actually read their text like a couple hours before the meeting. I was like, oh, I don't have class, I'll just go, and then that's how I found out about UTalent, through a friend.
I see. How did you find them? Because you're a signed artist.
Yeah, so it was really interesting. I'd kind of heard the name and seen maybe the small billboard at org fairs and whatnot. But I was actually busking. I was playing guitar right on the wall across the street from the co-op. On a Sunday night at like 7 o'clock, and Maria came up to me and she's like, "We have this org. It's called UTalent. You should come out." Yeah, and I made it out to the first meeting, which I think was a week later, and it's kind of been rolling since then.
I see. So it's like street recruiting. That was really cool.
Yeah, well, the funny thing about that was the exec board and I, we just got out of the meeting, and we were walking down the street, and this guy just like is playing the guitar, just singing. I was like, this is our chance, guys, to recruit our first signing artist, one of them at least. So I walk up to Julian, he's like, oh, I already know about it, I'm coming. And I was like,
Oh, wow. Everything worked out the way it should have. Okay, and what kind of music do y'all overall produce? It's all different per artist, right?
Yeah, it's all different. Yeah.
It's very different. We have, a rapper, we have a lot of singers, songwriters, so it's a wide variety, and I know the management team really wants to diversify everybody's taste in music as well, so we really try to include a lot of diversity in the org.
Do you guys have any big plans on recruitment in terms of, I guess, because you said you found out like casually, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any plans to let more people know about y'all's agency? Any ways or any plans?
I think our marketing team has been doing a really good job publicizing a lot of things that we're doing. But the cool part is the org, it's brand new, it's unique. So we've gotten a lot of publicity just by being new talent. People are coming up to us instead of us having to seek out different people to come to our meetings or do different events. So it's been good. It's been good.
I see. Well, we're gonna have you perform soon, Super Next. So we're really excited for that. Do you have any songs that you think you're gonna play next?
So I'm gonna play a song called "All Right," which I have coming out in a little while.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, well, we'll hear that next. Stay tuned for Good Morning, Texas.
And we are back now with Julian from U Talent Records, and he will be playing some music for us. Julian, take it away.
She's got those toss and turning eyes that keep you up at night. Like it past the shoulders makes you wanna put up a fight. Shook you, maybe cook you, and then throw you back in. Leaves you early in bed alone with an empty bottle of gin. No, I'm not alright. Yeah, she's alright. No, I'm not alright. Yeah, she's alright. And it takes some time to figure it all out. But I know what's on your mind, and I know what you're all about. Gonna find a place that I'm never gonna leave this house. Can I come inside? No, not alright. No, papa, yeah, she's alright. No, not alright. Papa, yeah, she's alright. Who are you to keep me awake when I try to sleep? Who are you to make me dream when I know that I should not be? A little caught up in your eyes when I try to catch a peek. You're a little less than more, but right now, less is what I need. No, I'm not alright. Yeah, she's alright. No, I'm not alright. Yeah, she's alright. Didn't it take some time to figure it all out? But I know it's on your mind, and I know what you're all about. Gonna find a place that I'm never gonna leave this house. Can I come inside? No, not alright. No, papa, yeah, she's alright. No, not alright. No, papa, yeah, she's alright. Got a messed up way of thinking, baby. She wasn't listening. Didn't it take some time to figure it all out? But you didn't really care. No, you didn't want me around. If I showed up at your door with my clothes on the floor, would you let me inside? No, this time. No, not alright. No, papa, yeah, she's alright. No, not alright.
All right, so Julian, great job. How can people find you on social media?
OfficialJulianMax.com and OfficialJulianMax on all other platforms.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much for coming out, Julian, and thank you for tuning in this morning. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Good Morning Texas. I'm David Rubin.
And I'm Daewon. You have a wonderful day, Longhorns.
That was cool.
That was so cool.
Great job.